Alright, welcome to another video. This will be a quick one where we will add a few new objectives for whenever you have finished X number of missions or errands or crimes. So basically another one of these guys where here we have user level. Instead we would have, for instance, number of A ranked missions completed and then a counter for how many you've completed. And we have already implemented, if we go to the mission hall, counters on the user model. So basically it's counting how many errands and D ranked and so forth have you completed. So this is just about adding this counter to the quests so that we can use it as an objective. And we can see here I have finished 1 errand and 3 D ranks, so we can use that for debugging it. I have, prior to this video, added this image, which is just the image we will be using for however many errands you've finished. So for the objective, we already have all these for crimes. They were added initially when we made the system for missions and for crimes. So those we have already. So to do this, I'll just check that the microphone is on. It is. So to do this, and I made this with ChatGPT. Let's close that one. To do this, we need to go to the objectives file within validators, this one. And there we have all these. We need to uncomment these. And I think because these will be missions and crimes completed in total since character creation, so we will rename it to total just to be very explicit here. And we will also add one for errands, which we didn't, or I didn't think of initially to add here. So that's the first file we have to change. The next one is also called objectives, but it's within the libs. And here we have a method that basically returns the images for all these objectives. So we'll uncomment this. And then it's complaining because we renamed all these from completed to be total. What's going on here? This one, we don't want. So we're not implementing this objective for any missions completed or any crimes completed. But all of these we have to rename to total. Just zoom in a little bit. Oh, everybody can see. We're renaming all of these to total, and then we need to add one for this new image I made for errands, and we call that one errands total. And the name of that file was, what did I name it? Here, errands. So we named this one errands. And it will simply be perfect. So that's 2 files changed. And then the last file we need to change is the one that actually updates the trackers. And if I remember correctly, that is within quest and libs, I think. Yeah, so exactly here actually, we have a section. So this is the method called getNewTrackers, which basically updates all the trackers. So it takes in the user and all the tasks that are happening. Let's just see where this is used so I can show that. I have a good example somewhere here. So you use it like this, where you say, this is my current user data, and I want to update arena kills with an increment of 1 or whatever. And here in this one, we then also have that section for things we update every time. So even if you specified now I'm updating arena battles with an increment of 1, it also calls this section which updates for everything. And this is especially specifically what we want now, because now we're doing these things like how many days were you in the village or how many missions do you have in total. So kind of like global objectives. So we'll do something like this, where we say if the task includes missions total, let's Let's remove the sidebar, or crimes total. So this is catching all the objectives for missions or crimes. Then we need to get the type, which would be, nope, not like that. So we'll do something like task includes missions. So this one becomes mission or crime, right? And TypeScript should know that. Yep. Then we will extract the rank as well. And the rank will be, because these tasks, they're all A underscore missions or A underscore crimes and so forth. So if we do a split on underscore, take the first element and we need to uppercase that one to uppercase. And then, no, because this will always be there. And we need to cast that as a letter rank. And I guess it just imported that, right? Yes. Perfect. Object is possibly undefined. How could that possibly be undefined? Can I do like this? I think this is going to be okay, because it will always be one of these A underscore whatever. Of course, if I add something else, which include missions total, it could be a problem in the future. But then again, we need to fetch, so we need to do something like this, where we get the database field. And here we have a method within user validators, this one. So this one basically returns the database field on the user model that we want to fetch this data from. So if I just show you guys this, it's basically returning, if I give it mission D, it will return this field and so forth. So it basically gets me the correct field on the database model. So if I use this one here with the type and the rank, and of course I need to import this guy. Just copy paste this one into the quests file. Oh, I don't like that this one got on multiple lines all of a sudden. Also, this is a type, so we'll just refactor this down here. Port type bearing from, that's better. So this one now returns the field or undefined. So let's just see if this one becomes a rank which doesn't exist. Then it's undefined basically. And if undefineds go into this one, then it returns undefined. And so we just basically do this. If field is set, then it should be fair to set status value equal to this. So I think this is safe enough actually. That should update so status is basically the status of the objective. So it has an ID, a whether or not it's done, a value, and a whether or not it's been collected. And here we just update the value, and then the collected and done, that gets updated later in this function. Then we need to do basically the same for errands. Errands total. Although it's a little bit simpler because we just need to fetch the field with errand and a D rank. And if that field is set, we update it. So this should already work. Yep. To test it, let's just add one of these objectives to the current Genin exam and then see if the value actually gets updated. So if I go to exam here, I have the Genin exam. I can add another objective here, and I'll take so I had finished 3 D rank missions. Put this one here and push save. Go to my profile and refresh, and perfect. That is actually there and is completed, saying I already have 3 out of 3, which is what I do have. So this is now working, and all of a sudden we have a lot more objectives to be used on achievements and stuff like this. So that's good. Thank you guys for watching, and see you in the next one.